So we're a few days into Simple 30, and just the fact that you're here watching this video is a huge step in the right direction. Getting good at socializing and meeting random people transcends just pickup. It applies to so many things in your life. If you get out there and do it, it can be a magic pill in a sense. For those of you that are going out there and busting your ass and doing the challenges, good job. Keep doing it, it will pay off. But the truth is, some people will not do anything. Sadly, this is just the nature of human beings. A portion will go out there and just take action, while a portion will sit home and do nothing. They'll just lay around and jerk off and squirt cum all over their keyboard. They will make up excuses that they deep down know are invalid, yet they'll defend them to the bitter end. Are you in this category? Have you been putting bullshit limitations on yourself? Do you rationalize and defend your negative actions with excuse after excuse? And then there's another group of people that will do something eventually. This is also a really shitty group to be in. They rationalize and tell themselves that one day they will be good with women. One day they'll get their ass out there and actually do something. One day, blah, blah, blah. That day might eventually come, but the time wasted leading up to it is depressing as fuck. A trait that a lot of the world's most successful people have is a fast speed of implementation. This means that when a person learns something, the speed at which they implement it will determine how good they'll actually be at that thing. They go out there and they learn through trial and error. They immediately implement what they've learned. They don't care if they succeed or fail, as long as they're implementing what they learn. And the faster you implement things that you've learned, the more successful you'll be, period. The people who have this one day mentality will progress at a snail's pace when that one day does eventually come, because they've essentially trained their brain to learn slowly, because they're not implementing things quickly. So if you're in that category of people who does things but takes a very long time to actually do it, just know that you are training yourself to slowly integrate new ideas into your mind. And that is not the way to be successful. I want you to replace one day with fucking now. Something that I've learned over the past couple of years is once someone's aware of something, it can propel them to change. So the fact that I'm telling you that a lot of people won't do anything will be enough for many of you to actually take action. It's a really weird but effective truth. You decide the next move. Now, if you're in that specific group of people that is not even doing the challenges, here are a few things to keep in mind. Number one is stop making excuses about it. It's better to admit that you're being a little bitch than to make some dumb excuse like, I don't feel like doing it today because it's cold outside. Number two is do something. The worst thing you can do is just sit at home and watch Simple 30 and then open up Pornhub immediately afterwards. And if you're too nervous to even do the challenges, then I want you to go out and do the challenges on anyone. I don't care who. It can be a farmer, an old cat lady, someone at the store. It doesn't matter. Just talk to anyone. Now, if you're doing the challenges, but you're not really giving it 100% effort, and you know when you're not giving it 100% effort because you can feel it right here in your chest. If you're one of those people that's not giving it your all, then here are a few things you can do. Number one, record yourself. Use your smartphone, hit record, and then put your phone in your pocket. If you don't have a smartphone, then just buy a cheap-ass $30 recorder from anywhere online. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, it just needs to be able to record basic audio. Sure, the audio quality is not going to be the greatest, but quality doesn't really matter. As long as you can hear it, it's good enough. Recording audio of yourself is so important because it's the only way you're going to be able to accurately judge yourself. It's pretty hard to figure out what you're doing right and wrong in that moment. But when some time has passed, you can listen to it with a fresh pair of ears, and you might be surprised at what you find. And number two is use the notes section. We implemented a notes section in Simple 30 so that you can document your progress and take notes on key points in the video. And number three, if you feel like you need to, then repeat the day. There's nothing wrong with doing the same challenge twice. If you feel like you didn't get enough out of a certain challenge, then do it again the next day. It's no big deal. In fact, it might actually be better. If you're doing the challenge again, that means you're willing to admit to yourself that you didn't give it your all. And if you're doing that, that means your ego is not getting in the way of your progress. We want to see you succeed at this. Your success gives me a boner. By now, you should have somewhat of a grasp on what it's like to converse with someone, and you should be more comfortable in social situations. So today, we're gonna take it one step further, and you're going to persuade someone to give you something. Because whether or not you're picking up a girl, you're going to come across situations in your life where you're gonna have to convince someone to give you what you want. The mentality of convincing others will help you in your life because you can't always be following the crowd, or you can't always be waiting for someone else to tell you what to do. You need to take control of your life. And the best way to do that is by persuading others in a fun way and getting what you deserve. But the lesson is still there. You're still going to be convincing someone to do something that they're not likely to do. All right, so here's the exercise. You're gonna wanna go into a store. It doesn't matter what kind of store it is. It can be a mall or a convenience store. And you're gonna wanna pick up something to purchase. For at least 60 seconds, you want to try to persuade the cashier to give you the item for less money. The whole goal is to get the item for less than it actually costs. So that sounds easy enough, right? Here's a clip of me doing the challenge. Hi, how much is this? $7.99. $7.99. Okay, so here's the thing. I only have $7. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm working with the boss right now.
Oh, really?
Let me ask her.
Okay. All right, cool. He's gonna go ask the boss if it's okay. Hi, is it okay if I get this for $7 instead of $7.99?
$7?
Yeah.
Oh, you wanna buy $7?
Yeah.
Uh,
That's all I literally have.
oh, okay.
You're down with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
$7 plus tax, yeah.
In this example, the lady didn't really put up much resistance, and she gave the item to me for $1 less. But you're not always gonna have someone that's gonna give it to you for $1 less. So that's when you persuade them even more. If they still don't budge, no big deal, just smile and walk away. Because the whole idea of this challenge is not to be successful, it's having fun persuading someone. There's 3 main things that doing this exercise will help you with. Number 1 is persistence. When you're standing there trying to persuade someone to do something they don't really want to do for 60 seconds or more, it teaches you persistence and to never give up. Yes, I know it can be hard to stand there for 60 seconds trying to persuade someone to do something they don't really want to do, but it strengthens your discipline. Number 2 is it improves your listening. If you don't listen to what someone's saying, you're not going to be able to persuade them properly. So when you're doing this exercise, make sure you listen to what they're saying so that you can persuade them through different angles. And listening to someone is also key to thinking on your feet. You won't be able to come up with a new angle to talk to them if you're not listening to them properly. It'll also teach you to know when to stop. Silence can be a very powerful persuasive tool. If the other person is willing to give you something but you're still trying to persuade them, that's actually very counterproductive. Why would you continue to persuade them if they're already willing to give it to you? If they're willing to give it to you, just stop talking because it worked. Move on. Knowing when to stop also means knowing when to stop because the person's not going to budge. There are going to be times when no matter how much you persuade them, no matter how many different angles you come at them from, they're not going to budge from their stance. And at that point, you also need to walk away. You're not here to debate someone or get into a fight with anyone. Just cut your losses and move on. Because the main point is, you had fun and you gave it your all. We just talked about all the things that you should do in this situation, but now I'm going to tell you what you should not do. Do not be mean. Persuasive people are rarely ever mean. If you're not getting what you want, that doesn't mean you can turn up the anger. Remember, you're there to have fun. If you're having fun persuading the person, they're gonna have fun too, even if their answer is no. Now that you have a good understanding of how this works, I'm gonna tell you today's super challenge. The super challenge is to try to get the item for free instead of for a cheaper price. It might sound crazy, but it's actually really fun to try to get someone to give you something for free. In fact, I found it to be a lot more fun than just doing the normal challenge because the reactions that I would get were pretty priceless. Here's an example of one.
How are you today?
Hi, I have a question. How much, wait, where are the female ones?
It's all like unisex stuff, so
Okay.
anything like this.
Yeah, okay, this is perfect actually. Yeah, how much is
This
this?
ones are $49.
49?
It's water resistant. This ones are all like a Brazilian company.
Are you willing to budge on the price at all?
Those are really good prices already. Like I think like $49 is like a good price for like a good watch.
Because I was thinking more like free.
Huh?
Free? Like, can I just have it for free?
Are you joking or what?
No. No, sorry. I should probably preface this. I don't have any money, and my girlfriend really wants a watch, and I can't afford it for her. And you would be basically saving our relationship if I got that watch for free.
Let me just like ask all my employees. Come here, man.
Yeah.
Come here.
Thank you so much.
This guy has a proposition. Come on.
It's not much like it'll benefit you in terms of like how good you'll feel internally, like as a person. This watch right here, I would like to get for my girlfriend,
Okay.
but I have $0 and 0 cents.
Okay.
And I was wondering
Basically, you want it for free.
if you could just give it to me for free.
I've never heard that before. You know.
Are you serious though?
Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, I can give you my shirt. It's worth like $15.
I would, you know, that's incredible. That's something
You
that
know
I've
what?
never
Like where
encountered.
you can go is this guy. This guy can like totally
Honestly,
bargain.
yeah. His name is.
But would he bargain down to 0?
He might. He
serious
honestly
about it.
might.
Yeah, he might. You know.
Really?
He might. I
There's
really
nothing I
appreciate-
can do to get that for free.
No.
Yeah.
If you can like clean down like back.
I can clean the back.
No, I'm sorry, but like we can't do that.
Really?
I just can't. I mean, we're that'd be a real big thing for our like corporate policies and like.
I see.
Yeah. I know
Well,
we may
I-
not seem so corporate because we're really laid back, but we do have a hierarchy, so we kind of got to stick with them.
Well, I had to
because it would
try.
make
I
me
had
feel
to
like
try.
An amazing person, you know. It would. That was a good play. I really appreciate that. That was really cool, but
That's why I just like called
can't.
it. Like,
Yeah.
I never heard that before.
Yeah.
Well, thanks anyways, guys.
Alright, man.
As you can see, it's pretty fun and a little out there. So get out there and go try it out. You got this. And let us know how it goes in the comments below. See you tomorrow.